In this video we are going to talk about top 10 best mirrorless camera. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Mirrorless cameras have only been available for a short period of time, but they are becoming increasingly popular among both novice and experienced photographers. The reason behind this is that they do not have the mirror and viewfinder prism that are commonly seen in SLR and DSLR cameras. As opposed to DSLRs, mirrorless cameras use a direct feed from the image sensor to a small screen in the viewfinder, much like how live view works on the back LCD screen. This reduction in hardware allows camera makers to lower the size of their camera bodies, making them lighter and more compact as a result of the reduction in hardware requirements. Number 10. Panasonic Lumix S5. Instead of merely having a tilting back screen like other cameras at this level, the Lumix S5 includes a vari-angle touch screen that is beneficial to both newcomers to photography and vloggers since it helps with composition when shooting from awkward angles. It features a vast expanded ISO sensitivity range that goes all the way up to 204,800, and image noise is kept to a bare minimum thanks to the full-frame 35mm image sensor. The fact that it is compact means that some lenses can feel a little too large and unbalanced in the hand, although this isn't really an issue when shooting with a tripod. It only has one SD-UHSI card slot and one SD-UHS2 card slot, which is inconvenient for professional users, but not for casual users. Number 9. Nikon Z5. Full-frame cameras are notoriously expensive and are generally considered to be the exclusive domain of skilled and professional photographers, which is why novices, and those still learning the ropes of photography tend to opt for APS-C crop sensors instead of full-frame sensors. The Nikon Z5 is, on the other hand, the world's most affordable full-frame mirrorless camera, thanks to its low price. However, this comes with the proviso that the features aren't necessarily the best in their respective classes. 4K footage that has been cropped is a touch dated today for full-frame cameras, and while the Z7 II's viewfinder matches its resolution, it is outperformed by many of its competitors. And while the still images have a maximum resolution of 24.3 MP, this can be a positive for low-light photography because lower-resolution full-frame sensors tend to produce less picture noise. Number 8. Nikon Z7 II. With improved image processing and more advanced compatibility over the Nikon Z7, the Nikon Z7 II is a step up from its predecessor. While this camera is a little older than the other cameras on this list, it still does a fantastic job of producing extremely sharp 45MP still images as well as high-quality, smooth video in 4K UHD 60p. It can shoot for longer lengths of time because of its lower energy consumption, and its durable magnesium alloy body and full weather sealing allow it to be thrown around in all types of weather and still produce amazing results. When used in conjunction with the razor-sharp Z-series lenses, it is targeted primarily at serious and professional photographers. Number 7. Sony A7 or IV. If you need to capture unrivaled detail, go no farther than this world record-breaking mirrorless camera. The A7 or IV's image sensor can capture 61MP still images, which is the highest resolution stills in a full-frame camera at the time of writing. Strangely, this does not translate to video, since it is limited to 4K UHD 30p maximum footage capture, but for many shooters, this is plenty. The A7 or IV isn't cheap, and it's clearly intended for professionals. Unfortunately, the ISO range is limited to 32,000 or 102,400 extended, which makes other solutions on this list more enticing, especially when image noise and dynamic range are taken into account. If resolution is what you're after, you won't find a bigger or more detailed image of the galaxies than with this camera. Number 6. Sony A1. This might be the camera you're looking for if your name is Frodo, and you want to rule them all. With a gigantic 50.1MP still resolution, 8K 30p video, a class-leading electronic viewfinder, and 5.5 stops of in-body image stabilization, you'll be able to catch every single star with ease. With a 15-stop dynamic range, you can capture pinpoints of dazzling, starry light as easily as the darkest stretches of clear skies, and with an ISO range of up to 102,400, you can take some spectacular astro photos. It has incredible specs and is great for astro work, but it also comes at an exorbitant price. Number 5. Olympus OMD EM5 Mark III. A micro 4/3 picture sensor means there's less room for light capture, but Olympus has crammed a lot into a camera that fits in your pocket. In terms of image resolution, the 20.4 MP still competes with full-frame mirrorless cameras, and it can also capture 4K UHD 30p video. Though the ISO range, 200 to 6400, is less extensive than that of the other cameras in this overview, most astrophotographers will want to maintain an ISO as low as possible to avoid image noise, so 6400 or 25600 expanded will suffice. The variangle touch screen makes it simple to compose photos aimed straight up into the sky from any angle, and the weatherproofing ensures that it continues to shoot even when it's raining or snowing. Number 4. Fujifilm X-T4. Despite being an APS-C camera, the X-T4 packs a punch with features including uncropped 4K video at 30 frames per second, 26.1 MP stills, and a nicely detailed electronic viewfinder for simpler composition. It's also lightweight and inexpensive, especially given the specifications. As a result, this camera is great for individuals who seek a lot of capabilities in a small package without the price tag. The XF50mm f/1.0 has a wonderful -7 EV autofocus range, which makes autofocusing in the dark absolutely sublime. However, like with any camera AF range specification, this is dependent on the lens connected, in this case, the XF50mm f/1.0. Number 3. Sony a7 III. The Exmor image processor, which is rear-lit for better light gathering efficiency, is the secret to the a7 III's distinctiveness. This, together with detail reproduction and area-specific noise reduction technologies, allows for clean, noise-free photos even at high ISO settings, which is excellent for astrophotography where ISOs are inherently high. Bright highlights and deep shadows may be portrayed equally well across the screen thanks to the camera's 15-stop dynamic range. The camera is suitable for night sky shooting for HDR video processing because it has a maximum ISO of 51,200 or 204,800 for stills, and an incorporated hybrid log gamma image profile. Number 2. Canon EOS R6. Despite the fact that it has a considerable reduction in image resolution, 20.1 MP compared to the R5's 45 MP, and a less detailed electronic viewfinder, the Canon EOS R6 outperforms the R5 in the areas that matter most when it comes to astrophotography, according to our testing. It has a low focusing sensitivity of -6.5 EV, which is 0.5 EV lower than that of the R5. Its maximum ISO sensitivity is twice as high as that of the R5, making it more suited for shooting video of the aurora borealis and other moving night sky subjects than the R5. It's also smaller, lighter, and less expensive than the R5, and the lower photosite count, pixels, suggests it should be less prone to image noise than the R5 in some circumstances. Number 1. Canon EOS R5. The Canon EOS R5 is designed for more advanced and professional users that want the finest image quality in stills and video capture. The R5 captures uncropped 8K RAW at 30 frames per second as well as 45 MP stills that can be easily cropped. It performs well in low light thanks to the -6 EV autofocusing detection range, which effectively sees in the dark, and the custom-designed DigicX image processor produces minimal image noise across the ISO sensitivity range. The upgraded Auto Lighting Optimizer (ALO) and Highlight Tone Priority Plus technologies on the R5 also improve dynamic range, making it easier for those new to image processing to get crisper, more contrasted shots of dark scenes. The EOS R5 can also benefit from enhanced optical designs with sharper results and smaller form factors, making it more portable thanks to the RF mount's larger diameter and closer flange range. Even with lenses without image stabilization, the R5 can use 5-axis stabilization up to 8 stops thanks to in-body image stabilization (IBIS) technology. This IBIS is also useful while shooting video, but not when collecting 8K RAW footage. What do you think about our video? Please let us know in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.